Hello everybody, this is Kata, this is TSdL, Season 7, Round of 16, and we have Will underscore versus Vanorion. Music probably be a smidge quieter. Taking a look at Vanorion's box. No burner and definitely a AoE focus in this box. We see Crimzo still down a bit. I just did, but I can turn it down more, yeah. Also Kruger. Will's box, on the other hand, Estelle. Turn, Autocrato. Definitely more of an AoE box, and also alt. A lot of Empire, a slower box, but also Sophia, a 4-healer box. Nonetheless, Vanorion playing mostly an AoE box, so he first bans Rosin, which prompts Will to pick up Liana. He doesn't want to be forced into a situation where he has no healing. Maybe wants to pick up a second healer later. Vanorion does double ban the tanks. There's still ult and burn and Autocrato that could all potentially tank, even Lewin off tanking. Well, banning out the Kira and the Lucretia. Lucretia is one of the long-range hitters. There is also Estelle here, potentially for Magic Guard. We're banning out Lucretia, who has a pretty good matchup against Hilda. If Hilda brings Crystal Molders, then Lucretia can one-shot with Free Strike. Freesea can also potentially one-shot. I'm banning out Ham. Heal Reversal is always annoying on your tank. Ham has really good range. The General Menace. Well, banning Ham for pretty similar reasons. And then banning out the Kruger. Kruger does probably deal the most annoying debuffs here. Plus he does have really good range as well. Crimzo too, but I don't know. He just... I guess in one respect Crimzo's heal aura is guaranteed, whereas Kruger rolling heal block or something nice like that isn't. I mean, Liana here can definitely counter that. There's still Sophia, who is also a decent enough dispeller. Kruger does have acid burns, yeah. But if Sophia gets through, then Sophia 3C can handle that. So in that respect, Crimzo... Yeah, Crimzo Aura might be better. Yeah, there is T-Jest, but even if the tanks are double banned, like I mentioned earlier, Lestelle can bring Magic Guard here if necessary. He should be able to tank a T-Jest. While having 2 healers. The single target's going to be difficult for Vanorion to get through. The Epsilon doesn't feel effective here at all. He's not going to be able to kill any of these units, probably. And Crimzo feels the most effective pick, but because Oldius isn't really going to do much either. I mean, his push play might actually be one of the best things here. It looks like last pick Lewin for Will. Understandable to not give Himiko here, or Epsilon. Epsilon's quite good against T-Jess. Himiko's just good to let Will's team get into position. Can AoE combo between potentially the Burn, because there's no physical threat here, so Burn does not necessarily have to bring Iron Fist. He could bring Sword Dance. Lestelle can just be the main tank. Actually can one-shot Flo, but problem is Flo's just going to be hanging back. I mean, yeah, maybe going for the healers is the best bet, but... yeah, going for the healers might be the best bet. You're right. So it feels like Crimzo and Oldius are not really going to be able to have the damage to punch through this composition. Maybe there's something that can happen with like Crimzo heal reduction aura. And Oldius AoEs and somehow get Lestelle below 100% and then T-Jess can one-shot. If that could happen, then I can see Will's comp falling apart. But it is double act again on Will's part. Could very well just shift over turn priorities straight to Vanorion. And Will's AoE combo seems a lot more devastating here. Lestelle does not necessarily have to bring 3C. She could just bring Blood Dance and then like Sword Dance. Liliana might need to bring Sky Archer. And Lewin will pretty much be able to one-shot any of these units if they do go out of guard range. And he'll do a number on Hilda as well. But there is Oldius off heals as well. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, eventually you can kill the healers, but by then the game's turn 5 or turn 6, you're both right next to each other after trades have happened and such. It takes a while to be able to push your assassin close enough that they can kill their units in guard range. Yeah, and if the assassin can't win an endgame, then how do you win? It's pretty tough. Yeah, Bird bringing Sword Dance. Why aren't you actually bringing Mass Resist? I guess it's just for the M-Death buff for Lestelle. Crimzo just reduces healing in a 3-block range by 50% after he uses his 3C. Yeah, Lestelle bringing just ignoring 3C, Mind Bore for heal reversal, and then Blood Dance, Capitalize, Demonic Guard. Again, Flo bringing Mass Resist just for the Lestelle. Lestelle bringing Vampire Bats, which is a little risky. Because this looks like a Twilight Star T-Jess. Which is why Vampire Bats are risky. I mean, Skeleton Knights aren't really gonna tank much better either. Well, no, the thing is, Vampire Bats aren't tanky to begin with, and Skeleton Knights have similar or more HP, so running those... yeah, is Mass Resist really necessary with Sophia unique? Well, it's not on Sophia, yeah, but it is Flo. That's one other nice thing about bringing Skeleton Knights here on Lestelle instead. It doesn't only just cover T-Star, but it prevents Lestelle from being annoyed by these tiles. Hilda bringing Royal Calves, it's her best bet against Lewin. Rag does not... this doesn't do too much, because it disables weapon skills. Lewin's... Or skeleton knights, the not cap ones. She has those. Yeah, War Goddess doesn't actually really do anything against Lewin because Ragnarok goes off before War Goddess seals his weapon. I guess it does reduce his attack a little bit, the 10% attack from Rag. The Ram could have been good. I guess one issue is I think TSdL would still get the Demon bonus against Skeleton Knights with Holy Light. But still, like, Twilight Star seems very liable to kill her here in just one shot. I'd imagine Lestelle gets the Gospel here because her getting heal blocked is the most devastating thing. Crimzo is kind of in range already, at least on these units. Lewin doesn't have any buffs to steal, but Burn could steal some annoying buffs, and even this is a 50-50 of getting rid of the guard, which then could open up Lewin to potentially die. But Crimzo 3C steals one buff. Oh, and it's 2 blocks on that aura. My bad. Not 3. Yeah, I could go for the Crimzo play. TSdL does get to punch Lestelle, but it doesn't really accomplish too much. Yeah, it does not kill. Maybe if she had stacks it would have. Exorcist better. Yeah, I can see that. So, Florentia can easily fully heal this. Well, actually, no. Florentia can't, Liana would have to try, but there's nothing else to really threaten Lestelle. I feel like if you're gonna go for that TSdL play, it'd be much better to open up with Crimzo here and... Well, yeah, it's just better to open up with Crimzo because there's that chance of stealing this and then potentially sniping Lewin. Lestelle can only move to here. Well, she can move here too, which is nice for pushing up. Liana moves like here, Flo moves there, and then Flo can move like there or somewhere. Hello, Zeno. I think Liana's... Well, it just doesn't matter too much because there's no follow-up at the moment. Either way, Lestelle will be full healed. And Will can always act again and heal her if something crazy does happen. Lewin is in range to set up his AoE. We'll get rid of quite a few of these tiles. I guess one respect of not wanting to go in with Crimzo is wanting the oldest faction buff first. What's up, MB? But still... He just used 3C too. I mean, I'm imagining this Lewin is still dead. The Cell should be able to be full heal by Florentia now. The Liana talent heal is probably enough. Yeah, like 8,000 is around Flo's heal range. And plus she has a buff, so it should be even higher. I don't think Crimzo will go in this turn in. Vanorion does have a little bit of time. Yeah, plus Will has turn priority, so... Now that Liana's moved, it's not a big deal to not even full heal Estelle. Put up Mass Resist. And now, with Mass Resist up in 4 stacks... Yeah, T-Just will have 3C up. Perhaps when Mass Resist is down. So she might get another chance to try. But this Will's kind of locked into using a healer first turn unless he's really confident in Lestelle taking this, which I probably would not risk it. Say, T-Just with Hilda buff. And she'll get 4 stacks, I think. Yeah, upon entering... I think she gets a stack for entering battle. Plus she can just use the tiles. Well, that doesn't matter at all. Nonetheless. I guess there is the other option of just putting out the Lewin AoE here. The chip on T-Jess is probably enough. Start removing some buffs. That's what Will goes for. Yeah, that's pretty solid damage. Kills a decent amount of Sorks, more importantly knocks them off 100% HP. The damage here can be healed. That's probably the most threatening thing to do to Will, just keep putting pressure on this Lestelle. Yeah, pretty much all the Oldius tiles are deleted, so Lestelle's movement's freed up. It's a relatively useless Oldius action at this point. I guess the heal would be more important. Yeah, Oldius just cast his buff. Does open Crimzo up. Does not quite reach anything. At least with Black Hole. And Black Hole first is probably a bit nicer. Okay, so... Yeah, Burn looks like he crit the T-Jess and he just kills her. But she was probably in good enough range to die to that anyway. The attack command from Lewin. Burn has 1658 attack. That's pretty much the biggest threat to Lestelle removed. So now she can kind of just do whatever she wants. Crimzo does have the Black Hole now, but there's no AoE combo, and even if there was, I don't think Oldius and Crimzo are enough to get through these particularly bulky units. Lewin put down the AoE, Vanorion did not heal, Burn used Sword Dance and murderized the T-Jess. Yeah, it's hard for AoE to bust this with like one healer, much less two. Does get a heal block. But even then, it's still only like, it's less than half his HP. Fluent's just fine with Gospel. And Liana just purges it next turn anyway. Vanorion does get turn priority. But the damage does not seem there. Crimzo also lost his attack buff from Lewin. So maybe if he had the attack buff, something could happen here, but even that seems tough. Unless he deals like another heal block with 3C. Yeah, Lewin going in to hit Hilda here. Does not dispel Cab, which probably... Okay, Defender proc, so Lewin does nothing. Power of Royal Cabs on Hilda. But it seems like it's getting pretty close to Estelle just being able to end this game. No clocks. But once Mind Boy lands on this team, that's when things start getting really scary. Burn still has his after battle AoE. Is this Bernhardt singing? Yes. Yes, it is. This is what Bernhardt sings as he rises into battle. Or I guess in this case, walks into battle. Yeah, with werewolves, that is not quite a kill, but it does burn the talent on Crimzo. Doesn't score a kill either. Or it burns the hide, the passive hide on Crimzo. The holy units making the werewolves do basically nothing, and then burn not really having enough damage to get through that. Pretty much all his buffs are gone, except one that actually does increase his damage. I don't think Liana could kill this. Can act again. Liana cannot reach Bernhardt. Yeah, maybe Oldius can get this burn kill. No, Flo just heals, yeah. Flo just casts 3C. Makes sense. I mean, if Flo really needs to, she can even battle support him. Does convert gift into damage, and it doesn't matter too much if Bernhardt even dies at this point, I suppose. So right now the heal will be going on to Crimzo. That's also something annoying here, is that this heal reversal from Lestelle is preventing Crimzo from jumping in with his 3C because it would heal himself. and then he would probably lose a life off of doing that. Yeah, let's still just go again for the blood dance. Liana will be pretty close to dead. Yeah, we might see Crimzo just kill himself here. Yep. But, I mean, there's not really anything better to do anyway. Nearly kills himself again. Yeah, you're not gonna kill the Liana anyway, so... do 6,500, Liana would have just a bit of HP left, and there's just no AoEs. Yeah, Bernhardt does go down to Oldius. Could have opted to move Bernhardt into range, guard range of Lestelle. Lewin could die after that, but probably not. Probably thick enough. I'm thinking. Plus, fighting monks are physical. Lewin is bulky against physical. But yeah, even Burn going down, it just does not matter too much. Eventually, Hilda is going to go down to this Lewin. Really, what Will is waiting for is he wants Liana to move, so that way he can keep Blood Dance up for longer. Or the Healer Bristle up for longer. Or just going for it, okay. Hilda fixed damage, doing a little bit of work there. I think it would be a bit better to wait until after Liana moves. Because there's still Act Agains to use, and Lestelle could probably kill Liana after that. But now she gets a turn where she can heal. Yeah, Flo will just heal herself up. Oldius is doing a nice job of getting rid of the Lewin tiles. I think they come up this turn, yep. But it does not seem like Vanorion has any way to get through this comp. And Will has all the center. Time to slowly start pushing at Hilda. Lewin's got a couple turns on his skills. Still does have a skill back up, but... okay, yeah. Act Again is up. Which pretty much means Liana's dead. You Mind Bore, you Acciam will Stell. Liana dies after that. Oldius is going to be pretty damn injured. Can't heal Versal, Hilda, or Liana anymore, but at this point it doesn't matter. Master Resist does actually give Blood Dance very slightly more damage. This is just a primo Listel Blood Dance. Or not. Fluid might get it? No, not quite. Well, while some Royal Cabs are up, I suppose. And now Liana has her chance to heal. Will leading in damage by about 50,000. Not really any good ways for Vanorion to kill units here. Fluid can still get out, I think. Yeah, because of the +2 mobility. You can get a Hilda life here. Or, you know, you could have Blood Danced Liana, but... Okay, well, now Liana dies, so there's no way, right? Yes. And that's pretty much GG. And Vanorion sees it too. But yeah, it was a tough band pick game for Vanorion. Or rather, it was tough from band pick. Will just kind of chose all units Vanorion couldn't really bust through. There was a contingency for an attempt to try and get around not having a Magic Guard tank. There were early bans from Luke. Assassins in Vanorion's box seem pretty ineffective if you look at Will's box. It's all a bunch of units that just Assassins have a ton of trouble killing, other than maybe the healers. But even then, those healers could be fixed immune, and then Assassins wrap back around to having a lot of trouble dealing with it. But at the same time, it's not like Vanorion's running a lot of Assassins. He's just running... looks like just Pepsi, really, yeah. Pepsi and Kira. Kira does feel a little ineffective. Could go more on the AoE side of things, but even AoE it's hard to get through this box. AoE with banning a lot of healers. And we'll see if we see any box swaps. Just one box swap. Well, actually bringing in more healing to try and deal with the higher AoE of Vanorion's box. Auto does seem good against this box for messing up a lot of stuff, but even more heals also makes Will's box safer against this, and the Gospel could be a valuable asset as well. Both players going with first ban Rosin, as both players do have a fair amount of AoE and stuff that doesn't like to deal with Rosin in their box. Will banning one Assassin and then banning out one healer. Pushing Vanorion into trying to pick up a healer here. But Vanorion instead just goes for picking up Lana. And then still taking the same route of banning tanks. At this point, Will could just ban Lucretia T-Jess and then there's no need for a Magic Guard tank. And now... But picks up Lestelle anyway. There is less ways to guard in this box, but there are still 3 ways. There's still Burn, Alt, and Luan, and plus, Vanorion seems to be going AoE anyway, so maybe a tank's not that big of a deal, but with Lana having such big range, I guess that's why Will put in more healers into his box. Now probably wants to pick up slow here. I mean, with a slow pick like Lestelle, you'd think that he could really use the healing, because there's still... But Himiko's still a pretty big threat from Vanorion's side. Even Kruger could be strong. It depends on if Vanorion feels comfortable going without a healer, which could be tough. There's still plenty in Will's box that can... I mean, there's still Himiko. Himiko can just run over and AoE you, and the Lestelle maybe less of a concern, but Himiko much more so. But Vanorion goes for the really aggressive composition here. I would not be surprised to see Florentia banned. We could see Will pick up a Himiko of his own. Yeah, Florentia gets banned, and then Kruger. Not the last long reaching AoE, there's still Crimzo here, who does look pretty good. Won't be an attack buff for Himiko, but... Will could go the safer route of trying to heal through it, or more aggressive counter-engage route. Picks up the Florentia. Worth mentioning that it's also double act again. Looking at the last pick Will gets. Burn and Alt get banned. Himiko's looking real good here. There's Ham on the deck. He's gonna be here to pretty much AoE. Probably bring us heal block AoE. Liana does have some tools to counter that. She can bring Sky Archer. She can also bring Mass Protect. Will picking up his own Ham. Yeah, banning Crimzo and Oldie. It's basically just banning the AoE units here. Now Himiko does get a buff from Pepsi. And Pepsi could be a menace in endgame here. Not really the person to go in and start the engagements, but after some AoEs have started flying, Himiko seems like a huge threat from Will's side. Like, probably Himiko, Lucretia, just as the fastest units that can reach and stunt your comp. Himiko with the black hole debuffs, or Lucretia with the black hole debuffs, and Himiko with her long range AoE, and plus mobility down, buff steal as well. Well, Vanorion lets the Himiko through. This Himiko is going to be a menace. Lewin would potentially be hard to kill in endgame, and his tiles plus healing would be annoying. Vanorion really wants to engage with his Himiko first on Will's Himiko. Spreading out will be very wise. But again, Will with the 2 healer comp. 2 healers with act against both. So responding to AoE damage could be pretty easy on his side. I mean, Liana does want to run Sky Archer here, probably. Could stick with Mass Protect. If only because you could act again to have infinite uptime on it. There is no buff for Florentia though. Okay, Vanorion's AoE combo get through Will's composition. There is Christie to stall things here a lot. No dedicated tank on Will's side, which is also scary against this Ham. Even if Ham doesn't kill somebody, heal reversaling them for 2 turns, might as well kill them. Whether it be him failing to kill the enemy Ham or Listel, while the healers could be easy targets. We end up bringing Fighting Monks. Looks like Racer Ham on the Vanorion side. AoE Lana. Healing technique on Himiko instead of push. Ham bringing single target here, which makes sense given no tank on Will's side. Again, Listel with Magic Guard. Good against Lana, potentially just punching something. And 3C doesn't have too much value against this healerless composition. Will actually opting to bring AoE on his Ham. Healing technique as well on Himiko over here. Those Himiko's looking to just shut down units. With a very thick Himiko, whereas Will has a much higher attack Himiko. The werewolves on Ham do limit him a little bit on this map compared to the vampire bats on Will's side. All about this Listel Ham AoE combo with Act Against to hopefully facilitate it. Ham already jumping it. Will he take Florentia's life? Maybe even, yeah, going for Will's Ham. And it does not kill. So actually Ham is probably the worst unit you can fail to kill on because he just moves once. There's no follow-up. And yeah, Ham just moves once and the heal reversal buff is just gone immediately. Like trying to kill Florentia or Listel. This Ham was not on a forest. It kind of looked like it. But yeah. So this is pretty much a waste of this Ham. Might not have killed Florentia because of Forest Priest, but heal reversal Listel puts her down for 2 turns and then Himiko can reach. And even then Listel still might live. A bit premature. At the same time, that's the only unit you really should be aiming for here. I think if you can kill Florentia, removing one component of the Act Again combo, plus a moving part of the AoE as well. I mean, if you know kill ranges, if you've like tested this matchup, then it becomes a matter of knowledge. It is a 5-star ham. Will's, on the other hand, is 6-star. So there is a chance that if this was like a 6-star ham, it could make the difference. But Himiko just gets melted by the Lana AoE with Rice disabled. She chipped herself with hot hot hot. The sword also did a little bit of chip damage, and then Lana just hit the nuclear crit. Still, Ham should die here. So it is a 1-for-1. Yeah, axe again the Ham. That is a big part of the AoE combo for Will lost. When you have two healers, it's generally not favorable for you to lose units. Especially with a really aggressive composition like this, it's just totally running without a healer. King's Blessing on Lana, very scary. And Himiko will reach pretty much the entire team. I guess Florentia probably wants to run away here. Best she can, so maybe like right here. Will is still player 2 with potential double act again combo. But now it will take 2 turns for that. It becomes Ham and Listel versus Epsilon, Himiko, and Lana. Listel's short range, with Himiko pretty easily being able to apply mobility down as well. Did Lana get a good clock? Yes. Heaven's Sanction is on 2 turns. Pretty good. With this, it seems like Listel's just going to go straight in. Is this the counter engage? Do you act again, Listel, going with Blood Dance? This could scoop up Himiko. It doesn't really matter which order you do it in, but that's not a good tile for that. Oh wait, no, because he's just gonna do it here. Yeah. A clock on the sword also can be good. Florentia does have +2 mobility. Where did she get that from? I don't know. Nonetheless, she can heal up Wedham to full, even if the sword does not necessarily do so here. She has the AoE available. You act again with Listel. And then it looks like Lana and both Himiko could just be dying here. I don't think you Shadow Step here. Even Bonnet wouldn't be enabled, so you'd rather have it to cycle cooldown later after you use the AoE. Or did he not reach? Yeah, he didn't reach. Two turn +2 mobility. Yeah, Liana 3C buff. Okay, yeah, I forgot it did that. Okay, so these units are dead to list out. Gonna be a big blood dance. Even without the flow AoE, they're dead. Epsi will be in no state to respond. He's heal blocked anyway. But there is still Ham. Goodbye. Yeah, Epsilon does heal. No units in range for Wedham. So, but it is Bracer, double cab, he's on a fort, you're not gonna kill. The only thing Pepsi can really kill here is Flow. Christie basically functionally useless. Ham will be hitting into Fighting Monks. Yeah, Pepsi does get his hide off this, I think. No, it was on cooldown. Liana Act Again's down. Ham can actually not reach Pepsi. It looks like Listel and Ham Punch can kill Pepsi here. I don't think Ham can kill Liana. Especially not when she gives a Tenyo debuff, but I don't think she was killing anyway. Or he was killing anyway. Listel just AoE'd him once and that was pretty much enough. And it turns out that clock on Ham's sword was useful. Now a 3v1, but everybody's pretty much out of skills here. 6-star Ham might have really mattered here. Yeah, if that's the difference between that Ham getting a kill or not, which, with how close that was, it very well might be. How about just don't use Bracer? You know, that's a pretty fair point as well, because an attack accessory definitely would have gotten that kill as well, so. Sometimes the answers are obvious. And if you do have Bracer, then you shouldn't go for trades like that. Not kill, but another clock on this is, yeah, it's just pretty much over. Yeah, Vanorion went for the trade on Ham. Did not really pay off. Will had a good counter engage. One issue furthermore is that Vanorion kind of clumped up his units, with Ham having a pretty short range AoE and even Blood Dance also being pretty short range. Vanorion probably could have afforded to spread out a bit more. Reduce the damage that kind of counter engage could have done. So yeah, congratulations to Will for advancing to the round of 8, and better luck next time to Vanorion.